Hey YouTube, this is Tom at TM Aquatics. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. In today's video, I'm going to take you out to my rec room and I'm going to show you a fish that I really don't show a lot here on the YouTube platform. I'm going to show you the big red Severums out in my 120-gallon tank. Now for those of you that are newer to my channel, you might not know this, but I used to keep a whole bunch of Discus in that tank a couple years ago. In fact, I used to keep fish like this one here, the albino red spotted green. Now I'll go ahead and drop a video link up above, and when time allows, go ahead and check that other video out. But for now, let's head out to the rec room and check out these big red Severums. Alright YouTube, well here is my 120-gallon red Severum tank. I currently have 6 big red Severums in this tank, and they range anywhere from 7 to 8 inches from the tip of their nose to the ends of their tails, so they're not small fish. Now a lot of people refer to these as a poor man's Discus, and I'm not quite sure why they get that nickname. I'm also aware that people refer to the Warus as a poor man's Discus. I've heard both fish referred as that. But for this video, and for the sake of argument, we're just going to talk about the Severums today. Now, for someone who has kept Discus fish for several years, I do see some similarities, and those are this. They're large, they're cichlids, and as far as cichlids go, they're fairly docile. But that's really where the similarities end. The red Severums are by far much easier to keep. They're obviously much less expensive. I was spending anywhere from $150 to $225 per Discus when I was buying the 5 to 6 inch Discus from Kenny's Discus out in California. Severums don't cost anywhere near that. It's my experience that the Severums grow much faster than the Discus. I bought these fish about a year ago and they were about the size of a quarter, and they've grown without any issue. I've not had any get ill. I've never seen one not acting hungry and at its best. So as far as that goes, definitely +1 for the Severums when compared to the Discus. Now as far as water quality goes, or the type of water, again, not nearly as demanding, and they don't require the large extensive water changes that the Discus are going to need. And when it comes to the water parameters, really, consistency is more important than the actual numbers. Now this tank here is around a 7.0 pH, and I do keep the TDS at about 100, and I keep those water parameters mainly for the benefit of the wild-caught plecos that I have in here. I have a wild-caught L124 and a wild-caught L14 sunshine pleco, so I do like to keep the water parameters a little closer to what the plecos like and what they're used to. But as far as the Severums, they're really not that picky. Just clean water, regular water changes each week or every other week, and you're going to be fine. Now as far as tank size go, you're going to want something large, because these fish do get about 10 inches in size, although I've never seen one quite that large. My largest is again about 8 inches in size, and I don't know that he's quite done growing yet, but you're going to want at least a 55-gallon for a pair. I'd say 75-gallon is probably a little bit better. My tank is a 120-gallon 60-inch tank, and I do have 2 that have broken off and paired off, like you see here in this segment here. The 2 on the left have broken off. They've been defending the left side of the tank for quite some time. But if I happen to have or get 2 pair in this tank, there's just not going to be enough space for the 5th and 6th fish. So you definitely need a decent tank size. Now as far as food goes, these guys are an omnivore, and Severums really are not that picky. These fish will absolutely inhale anything that I put in the tank. But when it comes to feeding, really again, variety of high quality foods is absolutely crucial for any fish for that matter. I'm a true believer in variety and high quality foods, getting the best ingredients that you can for your fish. Now right here I'm going to be feeding them some omega-1 cichlid pellets or their North Fin cichlid pellets. I forget which ones I was feeding in this clip here. But it is important to give them some meaty protein type based foods, and you know, they also are going to look their best and do their best with a little vegetable matter in their diet as well, because Severums do love their greens. In fact, they love their greens so much that it's nearly impossible to keep any live plants with Severums. I tried with Anubias, Java Fern, and Bulbitis, and these fish absolutely annihilated those plants. So what I like to do is add some zucchini, cucumber, green beans, peas, things like that, romaine lettuce. Here I'm going to be dropping in a handful of canned green beans. And you're going to see these Severums absolutely inhale these things like spaghetti noodles. Just look at that. They're absolutely just inhaling those green beans. The other fish, they don't care for it, but these Severums, they love it. So it's important to give them some vegetable matter in their diet. They're going to be their happiest. They're going to look their best. They're going to color up, and you're going to be rewarded with just beautiful looking Severums. I also like to feed them frozen peas, thawed out and deshelled, and these guys absolutely inhale those as well. In fact, I'm going to be dropping in a handful of frozen peas right here in this clip. And again, you're going to see these Severums just attack those frozen peas. So you want to deshell them. You want to take that outside membrane off, and no need to cook or boil these peas. I've seen read things where people have said you need to boil them. You really don't. You just need to deshell them and throw them in the tank. But these guys are absolutely beautiful fish, and they grow fast. They're not too demanding, and if you're looking for a nice big pretty cichlid that doesn't cost a fortune like Discus, you know what? You might just want to do yourself a favor and consider these Severums. I think you'll learn to appreciate and really fall in love with these fish. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks.